Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Late Night Football. Welcome to a match reaction show. It's finished Rayo Vallecano 2, Barcelona 1. And I have to say, if Real Madrid took La Liga a little bit more seriously, or as seriously as they've taken the Champions League this season, I think Barcelona would be in much, much more trouble than they are right now. They've and I almost feel like since that Copa del Rey semi-final result, Barcelona have kind of slowed down a little bit. They've not looked the same team that they were before. Not to say that they were very good this season, but I think what they really had in spades was the ability to grind out wins. Even when they were not playing well, they were able to get that one goal, that two goals, able to keep clean sheets, able to make sure they were tight defensively and not and scrape their way through wins and put themselves into a position where they are now. But I just feel since that Copa del Rey victory, they haven't looked the same team. They haven't been able to get that odd goal. They haven't been able to keep clean sheets on a regular basis. It has changed. It has really, something's changed in there. Partly, of course, that's probably to do with Lewandowski's drop off in form, although he did score a goal today. Partly, I think it's got to do with the way the midfield is structured. Maybe they're just missing Pedri a lot this season. Right now with injury, I think although he did play today as well, he just come back from injury. So there's different reasons. I just feel that somehow Barcelona lost their way in the last few games. And the sad part is Real Madrid have not won enough games to keep themselves in the hunt. Because imagine if they'd got a few more points, especially in this last stretch, they'd got even 3 points more even, which they dropped points with a draw. They lost yesterday as well. Imagine they got 5 points more. They put much more pressure on Barcelona at the moment. But it is what it is. I don't think the defeat means. I still think Barcelona will win the league title, mostly because Real Madrid, I think, have given up on the league. Whatever they may say in interviews, the fact is, I think they've given up on the league, which is a sad thing because had they realized that there was an opportunity here, maybe they would have played better in the game against Girona last night. The thing though is that maybe Madrid's form has also kind of impacted Barcelona's form. Maybe Barcelona also have felt, you know what, the league is won. Real Madrid are not taking this seriously. They're not trying to win, so we don't need to be at our best as well. And that's not a good attitude to have as a team. And I think as a fan, you've got to demand more. I'm not a Barcelona fan, but if you're a Barcelona fan, you should probably be demanding more from the team to be putting in good performances, because even if they win the league, that's not going to change the fact that this has been a really bad season for Barcelona, or rather an average season, not a bad season, but it's been an average season for Barcelona. It's not going to change that fact. And therefore, towards the end of the season, they've got to give the fans something to get excited about rather than just, crawling their way to the league title. But nonetheless, I digress. I couldn't watch the game fully. Of course, I'm going to be honest and say I didn't watch the full game fully because of the City game that I was watching. But I did see the goal that Lewandowski scored. It's pretty good in the sense that it was the first one of the few times that they got to that second ball, and it was a good finish from Lewandowski. It's a goal that he needed desperately, because his form has been very, very poor over the last few games. And some people are questioning whether he's going to be, he's a fading force right now. I think that's hard to say, because when you see Benzema, sometimes you think he's finished and he just comes back and goes on a run again. So it's very difficult to say as well, players like these. Maybe he'll come back stronger next season for this. But because before this bad patch of form, he was pretty much sailing through games. He looked like a class apart. He looked like the guy who was going to lead Barcelona to the title single-handedly almost. But these things happen to the best of players. Maybe this will be a resurgence for him. I think Barcelona's passing was pretty poor. That's something we don't often say, do we? Their passing has been poor of late, and they just give a lot of balls away to back to Rayo Vallecano. Every time they had attack building, they would just give the ball away, and that's not how you win games. That's not going to work. So again, something for Xavi to think about. What I will say though is the fact that this defeat does expose something that I already have known for a long time, and that's that defense is very, very unstable. And the reason for that defense being unstable is the fact that they've got Kounde and Araujo, who by all means should be the centre-back pairing next season for Barcelona. That has got to be the centre-back pairing, because you've got two massive... Kounde made his name as a centre-back for Sevilla. Now he's come to Barcelona. You think he's going to be the centre-back. Araujo has established himself as one of the best defenders in the league. So that's got to be your two. And then you build the two full-backs around them. The problem is, because they've got Marcos Alonso, because they've got so many left-backs and they have got no right-backs, they have to play... Kounde as a right back, because they have literally nobody else. Either Kounde has to play there, or either Araujo has to play there. One of the two has to play there almost always. And so therefore, then you're left scrambling as to who's going to play the other centre back. Eric Garcia isn't good enough at this level, I don't think. And then that leaves you with players like, and then they've got to squanch around whether Alex Balde plays there, whether Marcos Alonso plays there. Somebody, Christensen, I think, can do the job, but then he's so injury prone, you can't rely on him to be fit for a whole season. So again, that's the issue, isn't it? And I don't think Christensen is that good either, but he's probably the best of the rest of the bunch. but he's injured most of the time, so you can't really pick him. So you're left picking, Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso as center back is just not going to work, because even as a left back, he never used to play. He very rarely used to play as a left back in a back four, because he was so defensively suspect. He would always play as a wing back, and yet here Barcelona trying to play him as a center back and trying to pass him off as a center back, it's just not going to work. And over time, he's just going to get found out. So that's something that they need to fix. I don't know what the answer is, because we don't know what Barcelona's financial situation is going to be next season. But they're going to have to find a solution to that problem, because at the moment it looks a bit imbalanced. The defense looks a bit imbalanced. Maybe you think differently, so let me know your thoughts, of course, on that. And I mean, maybe they need to ask. I mean, again, if Barcelona had money, they could ask the question: is Xavi the right man to take them forward? I don't think I've seen anything from Xavi for me to say that, oh yeah, he's definitely going to take Barcelona forward. I don't think so. I'm not seeing anything. I'm saying I don't think I've seen anything from him. I'm not saying that he can't. I'm saying I don't think I've seen anything from him. And that's something, again, maybe they would talk about. Again, we don't know what the financial situation will be for Barcelona, and so it's hard to say. Can they even afford to sack Xavi? Probably not. Can they afford to bring in a right back? Probably not. And that's a problem. That's a problem for Barcelona to solve. So it'll be an interesting summer for sure as to what happens. I'm sure a few players already probably on the books to leave, and others are desperately trying to hang on and stay. It's going to be one to watch. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this game. Of course, like I said, I think from this point on, you're talking about results that impact the season and next season, rather than what's going to do for the league, because the league is already done and dusted in many ways. Just for the fact that Madrid have not taken it seriously, I think the league is done and dusted. So I still see Barcelona winning it. But if you feel differently, let me know in the comments. Do you think Real Madrid could still pull it off? Of course, there's something there for to think about. Anyway, smash a like if you enjoyed this video. Of course, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We appreciate your support. We'll be back again with more content. So take care. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.